Valentina Shevchenko is our guest here on MMA Junkie Radio. She's the UFC flyweight champion, and she'll be defending her belt on June 8th in Chicago, Illinois, against Jessica Ai. All right, Goes, what do you have for Valentina Shevchenko?
Valentina, let's talk a little bit about that matchup. That whole card is stacked, but that matchup in particular, when I look at your record and I go up and down and even the Muay Thai, you seem like you've seen a lot in your career, different styles, different matchups. With Jessica Ai, do you feel like she's bringing something to the table that you have not seen before in other fights?
You have to think about any opponent and be prepared for any fight as it's like a unique fight that you will ever have. That's why I cannot say that something very different that we was prepared before I will face like in this fight. But I can say that Jessica, she is an MMA fighter. She can fight stand up. She can fight on the ground. So I'm preparing my best. And this is, I think, the biggest secret of my preparation, that for any fight I prepare as my best.
You know, you're always very cool, calm, and collected before fights, even during the fights. But I'm sure every now and again people say things that probably make you upset. Do you ever feel like you fight better when the opponent does those type of things? And what I'm alluding to is, I know she had made a remark about one of your Instagram posts that you trying to speed it up or something like that, and it seemed like it did bother you. Does that act like fuel for you in the fight?
It didn't bother me like in the how people trying to imagine that it's go deep to your soul. It's like bothering you too much. Like, no, it doesn't happen with me, because to make it happen, it has to be too much for happening, that because I know how to control my emotions and how cool I have to be before the fight, to concentrate more all of my emotions only on one thing, to like explosion during the fight. And of course I felt that I have to tell something, because if the person invented stupid things, you have to respond it, because even if not make any sense, this is my point of view, yes, and I just share with it. I share it with everyone.
Jessica recently moved to Las Vegas. Have you guys seen each other at the PI, and is there tension, or do you just walk by each other, or what's that like?
Yes, sometimes we cross our ways, in UCPI, but for me it's nothing. I even can say hello to her. For me, it doesn't cost anything, because in the octagon we have to fight, but for now, I have to prepare for my fight, and this is what I think about everything, like all the day long, to be best version of me for my fight. And for me, I not spend too much energy on different things. I just accumulating all on energy inside me to show it in the right moment, in the right place, and in the right time.